Welcome back to the Bluffton News. Now, as we head into an election year, we're all faced with the challenge of placing well-informed votes. Well, today on the Bluffton News, we are pleased to introduce you to three individuals who are running for the South Carolina House of Representatives seat in the new District 120. Joining me first is Weston Newton. Welcome, Chairman Newton.
Good morning, Anneliza.
Now, Chairman, after 13 years on Beaufort County Council, the last 10 years as chairman, why are you seeking to run for the new House of Representatives District 120 seat?
Anneliza, as a South Carolina native, I'm particularly frustrated with the place that the low country of South Carolina holds within the state, and for that matter, the state within the nation. My experience on the Beaufort County Council, and particularly my tenure as chairman, I believe affords me with the appropriate skills or tools, if you will, and experiences to go to Columbia and raise the level of the voice of the people of the low country of South Carolina. Too often this area in the state has been passed by, and whether that is in terms of economic development activity, road money, and of course the education funding dollars, which we know are so punitive to Beaufort County and the formulas. I believe that my experiences and my tenure on county council reflect a record as an effective consensus builder and a public servant who actually produces tangible accomplishments and results.
Now, during your tenure as chairman of the Beaufort County Council, what exactly do you see as your most lasting accomplishment?
As chairman, probably the introduction of the consensus infrastructure plan that keeps me and my family and you and your family safe on our roadways. The return of over $70 million that I went to Washington and Columbia and got of Beaufort County taxpayer money that had gone to those various governments and historically had not come back here for improving 170 and 278 and the Bluffton Parkway. But I'm especially proud of my work on the stormwater control ordinance. I introduced the measure and led the effort to the passage of one of the most innovative and forward-looking stormwater control ordinances that protects our waterways and protects our property values and protects our jobs, as visitors like to come here and spend money in our restaurants and hotels and local businesses, and they want us to be clean and green.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Weston, it's so important that you're able to come out to do our program because it does give voters an idea of what your platform is, what your accomplishments are, and we definitely appreciate your being here today.
Anneliza, thank you very much. It's been a privilege and an honor for me to get to serve as the chairman of Beaufort County Council for the last 10 years, and I hope the voters will turn out on Tuesday, June 12th, and I hope that they will support me and allow me to raise the level of the voice of the low country.
That's right. Get out and vote. Jerry Stewart takes our newsmaker chair now. Jerry, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Now, let's start off with what you feel are the key local issues.
Okay, I think number one is economic growth. We need to diversify our income and diversify, by doing that, spread our tax base over larger areas so that we can reduce taxes for individuals. We need jobs, obviously, to stimulate the economy, and we need to improve our education. We need to make sure that our students, when they graduate, have the skill set to enter the job market effectively.
Absolutely. Now, why do you feel that you are particularly qualified for this position?
Well, I think there are two important things in this election. Number one, we're going to have in this district both portions of both Jasper and Beaufort County. So we need someone that has not only shown their ability to work across county lines and with other groups, but also has the willingness to do so. And I think I'm clearly that person. The other thing I think is we need to have someone that has a broad, diverse background. I grew up on a farm, so I have agricultural background. I've been an educator, understand the problems with students and backgrounds. I led a small startup company from startup to becoming an international public company, and now I'm involved with local government. So I think I've had the breadth of experience that's going to be very important to addressing the breadth of issues that one has at the legislative level.
Gotcha. Now, as always with politicians, there tends to be a lot of discord, and I think it would be great if we could start to resolve that. How exactly do you think that you're going to complement our current legislative delegation?
Well, I think, we have people in our legislative delegation involved with education, with worrying about the Jasper Port, a broad spectrum of issues. But my background has clearly been in economic development, economic growth. And I think that if we're going to be successful at that, we need someone that has the time to devote, not only during the legislative session, but year-round, to work with the Secretary of Commerce, work with the governor, with our legislative delegation in Washington, truly work to bring businesses, new business to the area. And I think I truly can do that because I am retired. I don't have to worry about a second job or to juggle that to have time to do this. I can truly work anytime, anywhere, and I can work collaboratively with our delegation to get the job done. I think that's another important thing. As a businessman, I've worked and had to negotiate and work collaboratively all my life. And we need more of that, I think, at the legislative level.
Great. Well, Jerry, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to come out here and encourage people to vote.
Well, certainly my pleasure, and I do encourage everyone to vote. June 12th, get out and vote, and I would certainly appreciate having your vote.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And finally, Laura Sterling takes the hot seat. Laura, glad you could make it here today.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Let's talk first about why you're running and what you plan on doing should your campaign be successful.
Well, I'm running for office because I believe that regular people who've experienced a lot of the ups and downs that we have in the last 4 years or so get up and get represented and step up to the plate and ask for the opportunity to represent. So I think regular people need to be out here getting our voices heard is what I think. We have enough of the attorneys and the developers and those types of folks in our public offices, and we need more of the average person there.
Now, what are you interested in saying with your voice?
What am I interested in saying with my voice?
Yes.
I would like to, there's 3 issues that are really important to me. The first one is the corruption that's in government. When things started happening at the beginning of the recession for my family, I started asking the question, why? Why was it happening? Why didn't I know? And so I found corruption, a lot of it, and self-serving people, really, in offices. Not all of them. There's some really good people out there representing us and working for government, but there's a lot of it there. Number 2 would be, and probably the nearest and dearest issue to my heart, is encouraging entrepreneurs. I had an opportunity last week to go to Washington, D.C. and see our U.S. freshman Tim Scott. And his whole event last week was on encouraging entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is what America was founded on: freedom to find your passion and then grow it and make something happen. That's number 2. And the third issue that's really important to me is maintaining our lifestyle here in this area in Beaufort and Jasper County. It is beautiful. We have fabulous resources, natural and people. And so I want to make sure that we keep our rivers clean and take care of our lifestyle and keep it like we like it here in the South, which is very hospitable.
Gotcha. Now, I know that you and many have the point of view that the federal government is slowly taking away more and more of our freedom. Now, what do you feel you can do as a state representative to stop this from happening?
At the state level, what we can do is we can refuse to abide by some of these intrusive federal laws. We can set our own legislation up to say, no, we're not going to abide by this. We're not going to allow you to take away our freedoms because constitutionally you're not allowed. At the federal level, you're not. So that is where my voice can definitely be heard at the state level.
All right, and real quick, how can you inspire young people to get involved in the political process?
I think by my putting myself out here is going to be a big inspiration to a lot of people that are like me. The fact that I'm willing to get myself out, I'm not normally in front of a camera, so I think just being here will be something that will inspire others to get out there and do something.
Terrific. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Many thanks to all 3 of you for helping us all be more informed when we hit the voting booths. Up next, we'll meet our special Pets of the Week when we come back from the break. Welcome back. You know, normally we feature one specific pet, but kitten season is here and Brookshaven has an abundance of cuties with which to fall in love. There are a variety of colors and genders, each with a unique personality and temperament. Kittens are low maintenance and provide hours of entertainment and years of love. To find out more information about other adoptable animals, please contact Brookshaven Animal Rescue at 843-757-7387. Thanks for joining us for the news program that is all Bluffton all the time. I'm Anneliza Itkor for the Bluffton News. We'll see you next time.